This program is presented by the company PennyLaneRealty, the leader of the market for residential and commercial real estate.
The Moscow government says it wants to transform abandoned historical buildings into hotels and office centres. The list of buildings includes the mansions of famous Russian historical figures. But will it save them or desecrate them? Georgy Dzagurov, the CEO of estate agent Penny Lane, spoke to RT's Natalia Haklova.
Is this good or bad news for Moscow's old buildings? The city government says it wants to turn these buildings into office centres or hotels. Why can't these buildings be used for more purposes?
We do feel shortage for smaller buildings, for smaller mansions that can be used by respectable companies. That's the first thing. The hotels, we do feel shortage for the hotels, and Moscow keeps #1 in the list of the world capitals regarding the price of the hotels, and that could not be true concerning the quality pro price ratio. The Moscow government should switch those buildings into something better. And another thing, I do believe that investments in Moscow are pretty hard to attract at the moment, and whatever is done is good for the future.
Will this project prove attractive to investors?
I would not consider the whole project and all, but if some places and some buildings that would be demolished or would be renovated will be attractive to this project, meaning if this project would go forward, then it is attractive for developers.
Will renovated buildings hold their value?
If the building has been destroyed, that would not do any good to the cost of it if it was located on the place where historical building was. But if the front view of that building, facades would be kept or would be renovated, that would do good. I would say that there are not that many mansions in Moscow that keep their value because of the way they've been constructed a couple of centuries ago, but there are some. And for those, we believe that there is an additional value, and sometimes they are probably 50%, up to 50% more expensive than regular, all squared and all usual business centers.
Architects say that the interior in these buildings is as important as the facade. Are we talking here about reconstruction or restoration?
I would not say that the interior is as important as its facade. In the past, Russians had to construct very thick walls in order to keep warmth in the winter. And thus, inside you have very small percentage of the premises that can be used. My opinion is that from inside we should do something modern and convenient for those who are inside. From outside we should take care of those tourists and Russians who want to enjoy the view of them.
Construction of the